in film, we've already had quite a lot of great verses. We've had Freddy versus Jason. We've had Godzilla versus Kong. We've had Joe versus the volcano. And now we've got The Truth versus Alex Jones. This is a documentary. It's available on Max, and it has audio description from the team at Zoo Digital. So go ahead and click that subscribe button because, yeah, I'm definitely going to get some comments from some random people on the internet. I reviewed The Insurrectionist Next Door, and I got feedback from that one too. So I review movies. That's what I do. HBO documentary. Yeah, I do not like Alex Jones at all. I hate this man. So yes, I was drawn to this documentary because HBO documentaries does release like a documentary every week, and it gets exhausting, and I can't watch all of them in addition to every single other movie that comes out. But I did want to see this one. And this is a documentary that is based on the whole trial of the parents of the victims of the Sandy Hook Elementary shooting and their various civil lawsuits against Alex Jones and how those play out. It takes footage from the courtroom. It has interviews with the parents. It has interviews with the lawyers. It has interviews with some people who worked with Alex Jones way back in the day. I didn't realize this dude has been on public television since like the late 90s. Like 1997, he was on public access television yelling way before 9/11 or anything else. This guy was angry back then. So talking about a deep state since 1997. So, yeah, he's always been around, and it explores sort of how he used this tragedy to sell vitamin supplements. Who's buying vitamin supplements from Alex Jones? Come on. Like there's so many places you can buy vitamin supplements. The store, Amazon, Vitamin Shop. I don't know. Pick one. He just doesn't seem like, if I started selling you vitamins, would you buy them? Be like, and after this video, make sure you stay tuned because I've got John Stark's vitamin C plus. It's based on the grade that I give a lot of movies. Yeah, you want to make sure you get that. And nobody would buy that. So why are you buying it from him? Anyway, it's ridiculous. I can understand merch, but vitamin something? No. I can understand merch. Everybody sells merch. Hats, t-shirts, whatever. Vitamins, it's so weird. Anyway, back to this review. It explores the phenomenon of Alex Jones and how he just says whatever, and people listen to it and take it as gospel, and then they harass these families, and these families have been harassed for 10 years. One of the parents points out that after Alex Jones posted a video of him, that he was recognized 3,000 miles away in Seattle. He had like moved to Seattle, and somebody came up to him on the street and started shouting at him, and he was like, the amount of content that somebody would have had to watch in order to recognize me 3,000 miles away, from where I was, it's remarkable when you really think about it, because he's not famous. It's not like, if I could see again, if I wasn't a blind film critic, if I could see, and I walked into a grocery store and Tom Cruise was standing, I would know it was Tom Cruise. I wouldn't be like, why is Tom Cruise here in this grocery? I would be like, that's Tom Cruise. I would know it. Just be like, that's it. That's who it is. That's what. Then I would think, why is he here? Do I go up to him? Can I say hi? All those questions. but I would recognize him because I've seen tons of movies and interviews and appearances and award shows and all this kind of stuff. Like how, like the amount of stuff that you've accumulated over the years just is. There are people who have been like, guest stars who have walked on TV episodes and done stuff like that. I wouldn't recognize them. So how much do you have to do you have to watch so that one of the parents of a Newtown child is recognizable to you in an area in which you wouldn't expect to recognize them? You know, it's a very good question. So obviously, if you read the news, this doesn't work out well for Alex, and that's really the best part of the movie. Uh, is the ending. So watching this just transpire, and the massive settlement, which sadly, spoiler alert, he's paid none of it. So anyway, so this film is out there. You can watch it. You can learn more about the truth versus Alex Jones. And I don't know. We'll see how many random firebomb comments I get for doing a review on this. I thought the film was really well balanced. It has a bunch of different commentators on this, from the lawyers to the people who are affected. It really makes its point. It brings out all the lays out the case. It does everything it needs to do in a 2-hour period. And I thought it was a strong documentary. It's one that I'll remember. It's one that's incredibly effective to listen to these parents talk about their kids and the pain of other people not believing that they existed, and some the nasty things that people have been writing them about these kids. Just tremendous. So hopefully this is one of the few things on the internet that mentions Sandy Hook and also does not, because just deeply, just the statistics on this, that like 24% of Americans don't believe Sandy Hook existed. That means like the chances, like 1 in 4 people who watch this video believe Alex. What? Don't watch my videos. I'd rather not have you. I'm just gonna be honest. I want channel growth, but not that kind. So, yeah, you can unsubscribe and leave if you don't believe that happened. I don't need that 24% of Americans. I'll go for the other 76% and try to grow from there. So, this is on HBO. It's on Max, and audio description was solid. It describes a lot of the content. It has a lot of talking head stuff, but there are a lot of things where it can describe what's actually happening visually. I thought it did a really solid job with that. Sue Digital did a good job. I'm giving The Truth versus Alex Jones an A. And if I may suggest a merge of franchises, maybe Freddy versus Jason versus Alex Jones? Maybe? I know we've been pitching a lot of Freddy versus Jason versus films over the years, versus Ash, versus Chucky. How about versus Alex Jones? That could be a fun film. Anyway, or The Truth. Freddy versus Jason versus The Truth. Conversely, that would be Godzilla versus Kong versus The Truth. Those are merge all these franchises together. Freddy versus Jason versus Godzilla versus Kong versus The Truth versus Alex Jones versus Joe versus the volcano, all in one film. Yeah, so thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. If you're continuing to subscribe, I'm going to assume that you believe this happened. So thanks, and I'll see you guys on the other side.